Hello, I'm Dominic Walker, JMW's Inside Man. Daniel Martin is a partner in JMW's Business Crime and Regulation Department and is on the Inside Man. Hello, Daniel.
Hi, Dom. How you doing?
Very well, thank you. So, Daniel, there was a Panorama programme on last night about online abuse. Just wondered if you managed to watch it and what your thoughts were.
I did manage to watch it, and I thought it was incredibly brave broadcasting by Mariana Spring, who clearly has a very important job, and there's a vast amount of disinformation out there, and it has a really damaging cumulative effect on our society. So it's great, I think, that the BBC have their first ever specialist disinformation and social media reporter. I think that what we'd have all probably found a bit depressing, though, about the programme is just the sheer amount of abuse and hate that Mariana receives due to her position and the obvious effect, actually, that it has on her.
And what were your thoughts on the findings, Daniel?
Well, the first thing I took away, which is something that I touched on in my last video on the subject, was that it's not just racist abuse aimed at high-profile sports people, although that's what we hear the most about. It's a much wider problem, and often it's directed and amplified actually towards women. And it was clear from those spoken to last night, actually, it doesn't matter whether you're a Love Island contestant or an NHS doctor. If you're a woman who expresses an opinion, you're very likely to receive some form of online hate, and that's clearly ridiculous. The second point, which is a huge worry, was the research that suggested that Facebook's algorithms might actually be actively promoting hateful content towards women because it benefits their business model. Obviously, that's only been suggested, I think, rather than proven at this stage. But if it's true, I mean, it just shows the scale of the problem that we have to deal with. The key point for me, however, was actually the response of the police. Even when dealing with someone who's in the public sphere, like Mariana, while they were at pains to state that, you know, they take these things seriously, they commented that they have to prioritize their finite resources. And that's undeniably the case. Social media has opened the floodgates on these type of offences, and the police simply don't have the resources, and in some cases, as last night's programme demonstrated, the expertise to deal with every single case as they'd no doubt like to.
And you mentioned lack of resources and perhaps lack of expertise. Something needs to be done about this, Daniel. So what can be done in your opinion?
Well, we've got the online safety bill coming through Parliament at the moment, and that's certainly going to alter the landscape for web companies when it comes into force. However, in my opinion, it's important that we see visibly an increase in the number of prosecutions in this area to send out a deterrent message to those who feel that currently they can pretty much say what they like and get away with it. The law in this country is quite robust, and it means that any communication that conveys a message which is indecent, which is grossly offensive or threatening, and is intended to cause the recipient anxiety or distress is an offence, and quite a serious offence under the Malicious Communications Act. The option to privately prosecute those individuals is there. It's something that's vastly underused. Imagine, for example, if the BBC were to bring a private prosecution against an internet troll for abusing one of their own reporters. What a strong message that would actually send.
Thank you very much for your insight, Daniel. And I know that you and your team in London are specialists in private prosecutions and can advise on how to bring a private prosecution. If you'd like to contact Daniel, you can email insideman@jmw.co.uk or call 0161 82 81 999. Please also subscribe to the Inside Man YouTube channel. I'm Dominic Walker, JMW's Inside Man.